When Amir walked into the living room that evening, he was already exhausted. Work had been brutal, deadlines looming, and all he wanted was a quiet dinner with his family. Instead, he found his wife, Sana, sitting with her parents, her brother, and two cousins. They were laughing at something she had just said, and then, without warning, she pointed at him and delivered the words that would stay burned in his memory forever. At least my ex knew how to be a real man, she said with a sarcastic smirk. The room went silent for a moment before her cousin let out an awkward chuckle. Amir felt the blood drain from his face. He wasn't just hurt, he was humiliated. Her words sliced through him like a knife. He tried to laugh it off, to keep the peace, but inside, something broke. He excused himself and went to the bedroom, sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the floor. That night, he barely slept. Sana didn't apologize. In fact, she acted as if nothing had happened. The next morning, Amir drove to work feeling like a stranger in his own life. He replayed the moment over and over, the look on her face, the laughter, the way no one defended him. For years, he had worked hard to provide, to be a good husband, to build a home they could both be proud of. And yet, in one sentence, she made him feel like he was nothing. Over the next few days, he withdrew. He spoke only when necessary, kept his distance, and started noticing things he had ignored for too long. Her constant criticism, the way she rolled her eyes when he spoke, the way she compared him to other men. He had chalked it up to stress before, but now it felt different. It felt deliberate. On the weekend, he asked her if they could talk. About what? She said, distracted, scrolling through her phone. About what you said the other day. You humiliated me in front of your entire family. Oh, come on, Amir. You're too sensitive. It was just a joke. Don't act like a child. It wasn't a joke to me, he said quietly. You told everyone that your ex was a real man. Do you have any idea how disrespectful that is? Sana rolled her eyes. Maybe if you acted like one, I wouldn't have to say it. The words hit harder than a slap. Amir stood there for a moment, breathing deeply, trying not to let his anger control him. Then he walked away. That night, Amir packed a bag, not for himself, but for her. When Sana returned from her friend's place, she found her belongings neatly folded on the couch. What's this supposed to mean? She asked, confused. How? It means you don't live here anymore, Amir said, calm but firm. You can't be serious, she scoffed. I am. You've disrespected me one time too many. I've tried to talk to you, tried to make you understand how much your words hurt me, but you don't care. You don't value me, and I refuse to share my home with someone who treats me like I'm less than human. Her face changed from disbelief to anger. You're overreacting. This is my house, too. No, Amir said, standing taller than he had in a long time. I paid for this house. I built this home. I begged for your respect, and you gave me humiliation. You can go stay with your parents for now. For the first time, Sana was speechless. She grabbed her bag and stormed out, slamming the door behind her. The next few days were strangely quiet. Amir missed the sound of another person in the house, but he also felt something he hadn't felt in years: peace. He started cooking for himself, listening to music he liked, taking long walks after dinner. A week later, Sana showed up expecting him to have cooled off. Instead, she found a man who had made up his mind. Amir, can we talk? She said softly. You had plenty of time to talk before, he replied. I begged you for respect, Sana. You chose to insult me instead. I was angry. I didn't mean it. Yes, you did, he said. Maybe not every word, but you meant to hurt me. And you succeeded. I can forgive you, but I can't live like that anymore. I need a partner, not someone who tears me down. She didn't argue this time. Maybe she realized how far she had pushed him, or maybe she just didn't care enough to fight. Either way, she left without another word. Months passed. Amir focused on himself, his work, his health, his happiness. He reconnected with old friends, spent weekends exploring new hobbies, and even started traveling. Little by little, the sting of her words faded, replaced by something stronger: pride. For the first time in years, he felt like a man, not because someone validated him, but because he chose to value himself.